This is SBS News in Easy English. I'm Peggy Giacomellos. Prime Minister Scott Morrison has criticised people taking part in a citywide train strike. Thousands of commuters in New South Wales are being urged to plan ahead, with the rail, tram and bus union launching industrial action over workplace safety and other issues. Mr Morrison told Radio 2GB it's disrespectful.
There are people who this morning who are going to have an overpriced Uber, or they're going to be not able to get to work. This thing was sprung up them at 2 a.m. in the morning. This is just not how you behave, and this is not how you treat your fellow citizens. We have nurses, we've had teachers, we've had police officers, and everyone working hard over through the pandemic. We've got international arrivals opening up today, and the union's welcome to them will be a train strike.
Australia's international borders officially reopened today. Vaccinated overseas travellers are able to fly into Australia for the first time in 2 years after being locked out due to the pandemic. There are 56 flights set to touch down in Australia in the first 24 hours of reopening, with that number to grow over the coming days. New South Wales has recorded just over 4,900 new cases of COVID-19 and 7 deaths. There are currently 1,288 people in hospital, with 74 of them in intensive care. Meanwhile, Victoria is reporting 3 COVID deaths and 5,611 infections. A total of 361 patients are in hospital with COVID-19, with 49 of them in ICU and 11 requiring ventilation. Queensland has recorded just over 4,000 new cases, 6 deaths and 401 hospitalisations. And Tasmania is reporting 569 new coronavirus infections, with 10 people in hospital and 3 in intensive care. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson says the United Kingdom and the United States will cut off Russian companies' access to US dollars and British pounds if Russia orders an invasion of Ukraine. Mr Johnson told the BBC sanctions would go much further than previously suggested.
I'm afraid to say that the plan that we're seeing is for something that could be really the biggest war in Europe since 1945, in terms of sheer scale. So we have to use the tools that we have, and those tools are economic sanctions against Russia.
Queen Elizabeth has tested positive for COVID-19. Buckingham Palace says the 95-year-old British monarch is experiencing mild, cold-like symptoms but will continue with light duties at Windsor Castle this week. Her eldest son, Prince Charles, and daughter-in-law Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, have also recently contracted COVID-19, though the Prince has since returned to work. It's understood that several people have tested positive for the virus at Windsor Castle. The Queen has received 3 doses of the coronavirus vaccine. To sport, the flame for the Beijing Winter Olympics has been extinguished at the closing ceremony. International Olympic Committee President Thomas Bach closed the event with comments on equality, peace, and calls to ensure access to the COVID-19 vaccine worldwide. Australia finished 18th on the medal table. Attention now turns to Paris for the 2024 Summer Games. And that's SBS News in Easy English.